What does it feel like to be with your supposed others? Like when you come home from a long day of work and can take your pants off, but a person. Sorry, I'm not in a relationship, but I just wanted to say I want what everyone in these comments has. Home. Safe. Understood. Challenged. Equal. Desired. Like I've made a good friend and lover. He is someone I can talk with about anything and share some interests with. He makes me feel happy, accepted, and comfortable. I lost the love of my life a little over a year and a half ago. Nothing else could ever compare to the romantic high I stayed on with him. But he's in heaven now, so move on. I think my current sweetie feels pretty much the same about his ex. But that's okay. We put the past in the past and focus on the best of now. We're both older folks and glad enough to have each other. Most people our ages will either settle or go out alone. But I don't have to. I'm good. Safe. Mentally and physically. I know this man would protect me to his last breath, but I know he will also be very aware of my feelings and help me with my anxiety and other issues. It's just so wonderful and it gives me good butterflies just talking about it. I prefer being with her to being alone and I'll love being alone. Comfortable. Someone with whom you can be yourself. Like home. I know that sounds so cliché, but it does. It's where your comfort is, your safety, loyalty, respect, happiness, memories, appreciation, love. Regardless of what else is going on in your life, your partner should feel like your sanctuary and you theirs. Disregarded, alone, angry, frustrated, neglected, sad. Magic. Safe. Warm. Like my heart has wings and it's soaring through the skies. I'm head over heels in love and he's someone I've told everything about me and I can be myself completely and be so comfortable and happy. It's such a great and beautiful feeling. Excited and happy to be near him, but always striving to be good enough. Repressing my needs, longing to feel safe and loved, but knowing I am replaceable and being utilized or tolerated, a placeholder until the real one comes along. Home. He is my home. Everything is better, easier to deal with, just right. That is not to say it is perfect. I was 44 when we found each other 4 years ago. There were, and still are, challenges and complications. But it is all dealable and so totally worth it. Every horrible relationship I suffered was worth finding this, and every single one taught me the skills that I needed to have a successful relationship. Don't give up. Don't settle. I had. And it took me a good year to really trust that he was who he appeared to be. Probably another year for me to really truly trust and feel completely secure in our feelings for each other. He still gives me butterflies. I still sometimes catch my breath upon sight of him. I do not know how I got so lucky, but I know I earned it. It feels like a sigh of relief. We've been together a long time. He's worked while I kept the home. I've worked while he kept the home. We've both worked and juggled babies, toddlers, teens. At the end of the day when I see him I just, now it's over. Now the day is done. Now I'm where I've been trying to get all day. I melt. He's the pillow where I lay my head at night. He's the warm blanket that soothes me to sleep. He's the glass of wine that silences the work of the day. He's giggles and tears and rage and rest. Everything I need, however often it changes, he's that for me. After working a 14-hour shift, the knot in your shoulder loosens and you feel instant relief and comfort. He's my sunshine on a rainy day. Like taking off a mask and removing armor. My reason for waking. My tether to sanity in an insane world. Not how I thought it would be, but not in a bad way. I always expected to feel butterflies and be absolutely infatuated with my partner. That's how all my crushes felt, but instead I feel comfort and security. He's always there for me when my mental health gets low and is so supportive. I can be my silly, goofy self around him and not feel embarrassed. The only other people I act this way around are my parents and brother. I knew what we have is special when I realized we can be honest and vulnerable and it doesn't feel awkward. Safe, secure, happy, bliss, love, companionship, team, fun, pleasure, support. First words that came to my head. I mean, to be fair, he drive me crazy and sometimes him just breathing annoys me, but I really do know that he is my life partner. No matter what we go through, him and I will lone wolf this world together. It feel like what the unconditional level should have felt my whole life is all finally hitting me, and when we hit the ceiling we just go higher. Obsessed with my husband. Been married 7.5 years, 2 children, and happier every day. Every so often I'll look at him and think, God, I wish I can spend every day for the rest of my life with you, and realize that as the plan. It makes me anxious that I have it so good that something catastrophic will happen. It keeps me up at night sometimes, but other than that downfall, everything is wonderful. It's a mixture of things. In bed, I feel safe and protected when laying in his arms. It's a very nice feeling. When doing other stuff, however, I get insecure from him being much more knowledgeable and intelligent than me, even though that's what I admire in him. I can't keep up with him. My lack of confidence is caused by all these hypotheticals that I run in my head. When I have to go, I get separation anxiety. But then I start to regain my sanity and confidence after settling at home. Sometimes I get urges to leave before he leaves me, even though he's reassured me that that's not what he wants. He's a very sweet boyfriend, but I feel he deserves better. Not a woman, but I have a significant other, and I find that every day I get excited to see him. He's like warmth on a cold day and a cool breeze on a hot one. Just thinking about him makes my heart squeeze. I wanted to hug him and squeeze him as tight as possible and never let go. He is the truth in my life. Anything that I am when I'm around him. I am myself on my own, but I am my whole self when we are together. Like you're hanging out with your BFF, but closer. I feel like I'm completely understood, and I can completely relax around him. A safe place to be your 100% yourself, whatever I wanted to be, all tiny and stupid goals I have in life, I can do them knowing he will only want to support what I think is me. Like my dad comforting me, being with my boyfriend makes me feel alive. It might be the hormones after having a child, but I feel like I'm starting to obsess with my boyfriend. Pure bliss. Excitement for each day that comes by, with peace and contentment in my heart. Makes my chest feel fuzzy. Bliss. Happiness. When I'm at my absolute lowest, just even a text from him can pick me back up. When I'm just totally drained, a hug from him brings me back to life. On my worst days he just grabs my face and kisses me, and it all just goes away for a brief moment. It honestly feels like the peace I've been missing all the years is here now. Like I can finally relax and breathe and know it will all be okay with him in my corner. So reassuring and safe. For the first time ever, I don't feel like I'll just have a boyfriend, but an actual partner who is equally as excited as me to go through life together. I feel like my truest self with him. I've always felt like I'm a little different, like, weird, and never felt comfortable enough with anyone else to just really let go and be my weird, gross, goofy self. He's also weird, gross, and goofy, and I feel so valid. I love this man with every fiber in my being, and I can't imagine life without him. Like a buddy comedy, Jay and Silent Bob, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, and that's how I knew he was the one. My previous relationships had a performative feel, like something would happen and I'd go back to my friends and say, OMG, what do you think he meant by that? What should I do now? Okay, hey race, what I'm gonna do, and I hate that shit. Now my husband is my best buddy and great sex. That's not a dynamic that works for everyone, but it's what I never knew I always wanted. In Plants vs. Zombies there's a level that's covered in fog. Eventually you can acquire a lantern plant that illuminates a radius of the grid so you can see both to plant your defense and to see what's coming. That's what he's like. Consistent light, warmth, and support. Taken care of. In any situation he's got my back, and he fixes everything. My car, my laptop. Helps me emotionally. Anything I'll need help with I can go to him. I can depend on him. It feels like home. What I would expect childhood was supposed to feel like. It took a hell of a lot of self-work and a lot of mistakes to get there though, so I am grateful for what I've found every damn day. Like I won at life and now everything is doable and fun, asterisk for the most part, but even the bad or challenging stuff is less bad now. I know I can handle it.